Beatrix Potter's classic character comes to life in the new live-action CGI film Peter Rabbit, thus the ears. Peter, voiced by James Corden, is a rebellious hare driven to just devour the vegetables from the farmer's garden next door. Peter and his siblings poach from old Mr. McGregor, played by Sam Neill. Now, when McGregor's heart goes wonky and he's taken away by the ice cream truck with the flashing lights, all of the woodland creatures have free reign now on the garden. While James Corden leads the cast as Peter Rabbit, his triplet sisters, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, are voiced by Margot Robbie, Elizabeth Debicki, and Daisy Ridley, respectively. The rabbit's guardian, if you will, is Bee, presumably short for Beatrix, as in Beatrix Potter, the author of the story. She is played lovingly, adorably by Rose Byrne. Once old McGregor buys the farm, his great-nephew, Thomas McGregor, inherits it. Now, Thomas is played by Domhnall Gleeson, fresh off his stint as General Hux in The Last Jedi. The younger McGregor has OCD and strongly dislikes vermin, which Peter would ask, "Are we vermin?" McGregor doesn't like the rabbits and goes to some pretty great lengths to keep them out of his garden, including an electrified fence and even dynamite. Predictably, a romance begins to brew between the younger McGregor and Bee, and Bee is unaware of McGregor's distaste for her furry friends. This allows for some pretty funny exchanges between Domhnall Gleeson as the younger McGregor and Peter and his siblings. And there's one scene which has been in the trailer somewhat, is this fight that alternates between loving, cuddly, just kissing on each other when Bee enters the room, to an all-out war when she leaves. And it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's pretty funny. There are some scenes that could be pretty intense for smaller kids, and these are when the McGregors, both old and young, go after Peter and his siblings with garden tools. Other scenes are definitely geared more towards slapstick and not nearly as scary or as intense. A lot of the kids around us were laughing when Domhnall Gleeson would bounce off the walls after being electrocuted through the door. There's no language, the violence is just completely staged in slapstick, and there's certainly no sex and no nudity. What I really love about this film is its message of forgiveness. It's displayed clearly and fully. It's really something that I wish Coco would have included in that story. If you want to know my thoughts on that movie, you can just click up here, that little white box that appears. James Corden makes Peter the right amount of lovable and rebellious. And the rest of the cast is really good too. I especially love when the honey badger hides from people. Can they see me? That's how he does it, and it's amazing. I don't think Peter Rabbit was as good as Paddington 2 in its execution of the story, but it was still pretty good. And I think little kids, and you know what, teenagers and adults also, you can get a lot out of it and you can enjoy it as well. I give Peter Rabbit 4 out of 5 couches. I'm Chris, this is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.